All right, get ready, because today we're taking you to a breathtaking place.
To the lost city of the Incas.
Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
High in the Peruvian Andes.
Hmm.
Can you picture it?
Oh, absolutely.
Exploring these ancient ruins,
Amazing.
feeling that energy of centuries past. It's more than just a city, it's like a journey through time.
Journey through time.
And today we're going to try to put together the perfect 20-day adventure for you
Oh, wow.
to Machu Picchu, from its history and the culture to must-have travel tips to make this trip incredible.
So are we ready to discover the magic of Machu Picchu?
I am, are you?
Absolutely. And, what's so captivating about Machu Picchu is that it's not just a historical site.
What?
It's an experience, this incredible blend of, amazing engineering, natural beauty, and cultural significance.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's rewind a little bit. For those who might not be familiar, can you give us like a quick history lesson on Machu Picchu?
Well, Machu Picchu was built by the Incas. Okay.
In the 15th century, high up in the Andes Mountains.
Okay.
And it was a royal estate, a retreat for Inca emperors.
Okay.
But also a sacred site with temples dedicated to their sun god Inti.
So it wasn't just a city, it was like a whole vibe.
Exactly. But here's where it gets interesting. Machu Picchu was abandoned a century later, before the Spanish conquest even,
Wow.
and remained hidden from the world until 1911,
Really?
when Hiram Bingham, an American explorer, stumbled upon it.
Hold on. So a whole city lost for centuries and then rediscovered.
Right.
That's like something out of an adventure novel.
It is, and that sense of mystery, of uncovering a lost world, is part of what draws so many people to Machu Picchu.
I can totally see why. So we've got this incredible city, perched high in the Andes. Paint us a picture. What's it like to actually be there?
Okay, so imagine yourself at 7,972 feet above sea level.
Wow.
You're standing on a mountain ridge with this Urubamba Valley winding below.
The city itself is carved into the mountainside, surrounded by lush cloud forests.
Oh, wow.
With these dramatic peaks rising all around you, it's a sight that literally takes your breath away.
I bet. Figuratively and maybe literally because of that altitude.
You got it. That altitude is something you don't want to mess with.
Right. Acclimatizing is important.
Oh, it's crucial. Spending a few days in Cusco, which sits even higher than Machu Picchu, is a good way to adjust before tackling those mountain trails.
Got it. Take it slow and steady. But let's talk about the city itself. What makes Machu Picchu so architecturally unique?
Well, what's mind-blowing is that the Incas built this entire city using stone. Without wheels or iron tools.
No wheels or iron tools.
Nope. They were masters of stonework, fitting these massive blocks together so precisely that you can't even slip a piece of paper between them.
Wait, so no mortar? That's insane. Like a giant puzzle, perfectly assembled.
Exactly. And the layout of the city is equally impressive. You have the agricultural sector with its ingenious terracing system for farming on these steep slopes.
Oh, wow.
And then you have the urban sector where the residential and ceremonial buildings are located.
Okay, walk me through the urban sector.
Okay.
What are some of the must-see structures?
Well, one of the most intriguing is the Intihuatana stone. It's a carved granite pillar.
Okay.
There are different theories about its purpose. Some believe it was a sundial or an astronomical observatory.
Interesting.
Possibly even used for religious ceremonies. We still haven't fully unlocked all its secrets.
That's what I love about history, those unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
What else is there to see?
Well, there's the Temple of the Sun, a semicircular structure built on top of a massive rock, perfectly aligned with the solstices.
Wow.
Then you have the Room of the Three Windows, offering panoramic views of the surrounding mountains.
Amazing.
And of course, the principal temple and the sacred plaza, the heart of the city's ceremonial life. Each structure tells a story, and you can really feel the presence of the Incas as you walk through these spaces.
It sounds like you can spend days just wandering around those ruins.
You could, and many people do. But there's also an iconic way to reach Machu Picchu, one that adds another layer of adventure to this journey, the Inca Trail.
Ah, yes. The Inca Trail.
Yeah.
I've heard so much about it. What makes it so special?
Well, it's the original path the Incas used to reach Machu Picchu.
Okay.
And it's more than just a hike. It's a cultural experience.
Yeah.
The 26.7-mile trail winds through diverse ecosystems.
Right.
Past snow-capped mountains, cloud forests, and these incredibly well-preserved Inca ruins that you won't see anywhere else.
So you're hiking for days, surrounded by this incredible scenery, and then bam, you arrive at Machu Picchu.
You got it.
That's going to be an epic moment.
It's truly unforgettable. Imagine reaching the Sun Gate, also known as Inti Punku. After days on the trail,
Yeah.
you get your first glimpse of Machu Picchu bathed in the golden light of dawn. It's a sight that stays with you forever.
Okay, I'm sold.
All right.
This is going on my bucket list. But for someone planning a 20-day trip to really soak it all in, where do we even begin?
Well, let's break it down into weeks.
Yeah.
Week 1 is all about immersing yourself in Inca culture.
All right.
You'll fly into Lima, the vibrant capital of Peru,
Okay.
and then hop on a domestic flight to Cusco, the historical heart of the Inca Empire.
Cusco.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I've heard the city itself is like a living museum.
Yeah.
With Inca walls and temples,
It is.
right alongside colonial architecture.
It's a fascinating blend of cultures.
Yeah.
And you want to spend a few days exploring its cobblestone streets, vibrant markets, and historical sites.
Right.
Plus, as we mentioned earlier, acclimatizing to the altitude in Cusco is essential before heading to Machu Picchu.
Right. Gotta respect that altitude.
Yeah.
But besides adjusting to the thin air,
Yeah.
what are some must-dos in Cusco?
Well, start by exploring the Plaza de Armas,
Okay.
the heart of the city, surrounded by beautiful colonial buildings and Inca foundations. Just a short walk from there is the Coricancha,
Yeah.
an Inca temple dedicated to the sun god, later converted into a Spanish monastery. It's a powerful symbol of the clash and fusion of cultures.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like layers of history all in one place.
And just outside of Cusco, you have to visit Sacsayhuaman.
Sacsayhuaman.
Okay.
An incredible Inca fortress overlooking the city,
Okay.
built with massive stone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons.
Wow.
No one knows for sure how they moved these stones,
That's crazy.
but it's a testament to the Incas' incredible engineering skills.
I'm picturing these massive stones fitted together so perfectly
Yes.
with breathtaking views of the city below.
Uh-huh.
It sounds awe-inspiring.
It truly is. And to round out your Cusco experience, I highly recommend a day trip to the Sacred Valley.
Oh, I've heard so much about the Sacred Valley. What makes it so special?
Imagine a picturesque valley
Okay.
dotted with Inca ruins, traditional villages,
Yeah.
and surrounded by these stunning mountain landscapes. It's a place where you can really connect with the history and culture of the Inca people.
Okay, you've convinced me.
All right.
What are some must-see spots in the Sacred Valley?
Well, you can't miss Pisac.
Pisac.
It's known for its impressive Inca ruins, perched high on a mountaintop,
Okay.
offering panoramic views of the valley.
Wow.
And at the foot of the ruins, you have the bustling Pisac Market, a feast for the senses,
I bet.
with colorful textiles, ceramics, and local crafts.
Okay. A little shopping therapy, never hurt anyone.
Oh.
What else is there to see in the Sacred Valley?
Well, you could explore the Ollantaytambo Fortress,
Right.
another impressive Inca site that played a key role in their resistance against the Spanish conquistadors.
Oh, wow.
The stonework here is just as mind-boggling as in Sacsayhuaman, and honestly, just soaking in the scenery of the Sacred Valley is an experience in itself.
I can imagine all those rolling hills, those ancient ruins, that crisp mountain air.
Yeah,
Sounds like the perfect way to end week 1.
it is.
But I know the real adventure begins in week 2, right?
Yes.
The Inca Trail.
You got it. Week 2 is all about conquering that iconic trail, following in the footsteps of the Incas, and experiencing the magic of Machu Picchu. But we'll save those details for after a quick break.
Stay with us.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the heart of the Andes, where we're crafting your perfect 20-day Machu Picchu adventure.
All right, before we get to the Inca Trail,
Yeah.
I want to go back to Cusco for a second.
Okay?
You mentioned vibrant markets and colonial streets.
Yeah.
But what about the food?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer that you haven't truly experienced a place until you've tasted its cuisine.
Oh, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Peruvian cuisine is a delightful fusion of indigenous ingredients
Okay.
and global influences thanks to its diverse history.
Yeah.
And Cusco, being the former Inca capital, boasts a vibrant culinary scene that'll tantalize your taste buds.
Okay, I'm ready to be tantalized. Where do we even begin?
Well, for starters, you have to try ceviche.
Ceviche.
It's Peru's national dish, fresh raw fish marinated in citrus juices, often with onions, cilantro, and aji peppers. It's bursting with flavor and so refreshing, especially after a day of exploring.
Ceviche is a classic. I'm in. What else should we add to our culinary bucket list?
Another must-try is lomo saltado.
Lomo saltado.
Imagine tender strips of sirloin steak,
Okay.
stir-fried with onions, tomatoes, soy sauce, and vinegar.
Okay.
It's a delicious fusion of Peruvian and Chinese influences,
Interesting.
usually served with rice and French fries.
Wait, steak and French fries?
I know, right?
That's an unexpected combination.
It might sound unusual, but trust me, it works.
Okay.
The savory flavors of the steak and those crispy French fries create this perfect harmony.
Oh, man.
And if you're looking for something a bit heartier, you have to try ají de gallina.
Ají de gallina, that's a new one for me.
Yeah?
What is it exactly?
It's a creamy and savory stew made with shredded chicken,
Okay.
walnuts, milk, and ají amarillo peppers.
Okay.
The ají amarillo gives it this beautiful golden color and a subtle fruity heat.
Oh, that sounds amazing. And it seems like a dish with a story to tell.
You're right. Many traditional Peruvian dishes have fascinating origins
Yeah.
and reflect the country's rich cultural heritage.
Right.
But beyond those classic dishes, Cusco has a thriving food scene.
Oh.
With everything from casual street food to fine dining experiences, you can find traditional pitacanterias serving up local specialties,
Okay.
or modern restaurants pushing the boundaries of Peruvian cuisine.
Awesome. Okay, so we've got our history, our culture, and our food game plan.
All right.
But now, let's talk about week 2, the Inca Trail.
Yes,
You mentioned it's 26.7 miles.
it is.
But break it down for me.
Okay.
What can someone expect on this epic journey?
Well, the Inca Trail isn't just about reaching Machu Picchu. It's about the journey itself.
Right.
You're hiking through breathtaking landscapes,
Yeah.
from lush cloud forests to high-altitude grasslands with
Yes.
stunning views at every turn. And along the way, you'll encounter fascinating Inca ruins, many of which are only accessible to those hiking the trail.
So it's like stepping back in time,
Yeah.
walking in the footsteps of the Incas,
Uh-huh.
surrounded by this incredible natural beauty.
Exactly. And there's a real sense of camaraderie among the hikers. You're all sharing this incredible experience,
Right.
pushing your limits, and supporting each other along the way.
Okay, I'm picturing myself there, backpack on, hiking boots, laced up,
Yeah.
ready to conquer this trail.
Right.
But let's get practical for a second.
Yeah.
What are some key things to know before embarking on the Inca Trail?
Well, first and foremost, you need to book your permit well in advance.
Okay.
The Inca Trail is incredibly popular,
Yeah.
and there are limits on the number of permits issued each day to protect the trail and the surrounding environment.
I see.
So planning is key.
Got it. Book early.
Yes.
What about the physical challenge?
Okay.
Just how tough is this trail?
It's definitely a challenging hike with varied terrain and some steep climbs, especially on day 2 when you cross Dead Woman's Pass, the highest point on the trail,
Dead Woman's Pass.
at over 13,800 feet.
Wow. That's some serious altitude. I can see why acclimatizing in Cusco is so important.
Absolutely, but don't let the challenge deter you. The Inca Trail is achievable for people of varying fitness levels.
Oh.
As long as you're prepared,
Right.
you'll want to train beforehand,
Yeah.
build up your endurance,
Oh,
and most importantly, listen to your body and hike at your own pace.
right. It's not a race.
No.
It's about enjoying the experience and those incredible views.
Yeah.
What about packing essentials? Anything specific for the Inca Trail?
Well, comfortable hiking boots are a must. You'll be spending several days on your feet, so invest in a good pair that provides support and breathability.
Okay.
Layers are also key.
Yeah.
As the weather can change quickly in the mountains,
Right.
you'll want a base layer to wick away moisture,
Okay.
a mid-layer for warmth, and a waterproof outer layer to protect you from the elements.
Okay.
And don't forget a good hat and sunscreen. Even on cloudy days, that high-altitude sun can be intense.
Noted. And I imagine a good camera is a must-have to capture those breathtaking views.
Absolutely. But beyond the gear,
Yeah.
what makes the Inca Trail truly special is the cultural immersion.
Right.
You'll be hiking past ancient Inca sites, learning about their history and significance from your guide,
Oh, wow.
and maybe even hearing local legends and stories that have been
Oh.
passed down through generations.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like a history lesson come to life.
It truly is.
Yeah.
And on the final day, after days of anticipation,
Yeah.
you'll reach the sun gate and get that first breathtaking glimpse of Machu Picchu.
It's a moment
It is.
that will stay with you forever.
It will.
Okay, you've officially convinced me.
Right.
The Inca Trail is a must-do.
Yeah.
But what about the rest of our 20-day adventure? What should we do with weeks 3 and 4?
Ah, that's where the real fun begins. Weeks 3 and 4 are all about exploring beyond the typical Machu Picchu experience.
Okay.
You could delve deeper into Cusco, Yeah.
Maybe take a cooking class to learn how to prepare those delicious Peruvian dishes we talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Or visit some of the lesser-known Inca sites around the city.
Okay, I'm all about venturing off the beaten path.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, you could spend some time in Aguascalientes,
Aguascalientes.
the town at the foot of Machu Picchu.
Okay.
It's known for its relaxing hot springs, a perfect way to soothe those tired muscles after the Inca Trail.
Oh, nice.
And there are beautiful waterfalls and hiking trails in the surrounding cloud forest.
Yeah.
It's a great place to unwind and connect with nature.
Perfect. I'm already picturing myself soaking in those hot springs surrounded by lush greenery.
And if you're feeling adventurous,
Yeah.
you could consider hiking Huayna Picchu,
Huayna Picchu.
the mountain that overlooks Machu Picchu.
Okay.
It's a challenging climb
Yeah.
with some steep sections and narrow paths.
Okay.
But the views from the top are said to be unparalleled.
Wow.
You get this incredible panoramic perspective of Machu Picchu and the surrounding mountains. Wow, that sounds incredible.
It is.
But those narrow paths, maybe not for the faint of heart.
You're right. It's definitely not for everyone. But for those who are up for the challenge,
Yeah.
it's an unforgettable experience.
Right.
And even if you don't hike Huayna Picchu, there are plenty of other options for exploring the area around Machu Picchu.
Yep.
You could visit the Inca Bridge,
Yeah.
a secret path carved into the cliffside,
Oh.
or explore the ruins of Huayna Huayna,
Okay.
an impressive agricultural site with beautiful terraces. There's something for everyone, no matter your interests or fitness level.
So many options.
I know.
I'm starting to think 20 days might not even be enough.
Yeah.
But before we get too carried away, let's talk practicalities.
Okay.
What are some essential tips for first-time visitors to Machu Picchu?
Great question. First and foremost, the best time to visit is during the dry season, which runs from May to September.
Okay.
You'll have more sunshine
Right.
and less chance of rain disrupting your plans.
Yeah.
But even during the dry season, be prepared for unpredictable mountain weather.
Right.
Pack layers,
Okay.
a rain jacket,
Got it.
and a hat for protection from the sun.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What about packing essentials? What should we absolutely not forget?
Comfortable hiking shoes are a must, especially if you're planning on doing the Inca Trail.
Yeah.
Pack light, breathable clothing that you can layer.
Right.
And don't forget a good backpack to carry your essentials.
Yeah.
And something I always recommend is a reusable water bottle.
Okay.
Staying hydrated is crucial at that altitude.
Noted.
Yeah.
What about getting around?
Okay.
Once we're in Peru,
Yeah.
what's the best way to navigate between cities and attractions?
Domestic flights are a convenient option for longer distances, especially if you're short on time.
Okay.
But for a more immersive experience, I recommend taking the bus.
Okay.
Peru has an extensive bus network
Right.
that connects major cities and towns,
Yeah.
and it's a great way to see the countryside and interact with locals.
I love a good road trip. Any tips for navigating the bus system?
Do your research beforehand
mm.
and book your tickets in advance, especially during peak season.
Right.
And pack some snacks and entertainment for the journey, as some bus rides can be quite long.
Got it.
Yeah.
What about safety?
Okay.
Any tips for staying safe while traveling in Peru?
Peru is generally a safe country for tourists, but as with any travel destination, it's always wise to be aware of your surroundings and take precautions.
Right.
Keep your valuables secure.
Yeah.
Avoid walking alone at night in unfamiliar areas.
Okay.
And be wary of scams.
Right.
It's also a good idea to let someone know your itinerary and check in with them regularly.
Solid advice.
Yeah.
Safety first. What about language? Is Spanish widely spoken?
Yes, Spanish is the official language of Peru,
Okay.
while English is spoken in some tourist areas.
Right.
It's always helpful to learn a few basic Spanish phrases.
Yeah.
It shows respect for the local culture and can enhance your travel experience.
You're right. Even a few simple phrases can go a long way in making connections with locals.
It can.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
From history and culture
Yeah.
to practical tips and culinary delights.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we absolutely need to know before embarking on this epic Machu Picchu adventure?
Well, there's one more thing I always like to mention.
Okay.
It's about respecting the local culture and the environment.
Okay.
Machu Picchu is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a sacred site for many Peruvians.
Right.
Be mindful of your behavior.
Yep.
Follow any guidelines set by the park authorities.
Okay.
And leave no trace of your visit.
Right. Responsible travel is essential, especially in a place as precious as Machu Picchu.
Absolutely.
So, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
what are some final takeaways you'd like to leave our listeners with?
I think the most important thing is to go with an open mind and heart,
Yeah.
ready to embrace the magic of Machu Picchu.
Right.
This is a place that will inspire you, challenge you, and leave a lasting impression on your soul.
I bet.
Take the time to connect with the history, the culture,
Yeah.
and the natural beauty that surrounds you.
Right.
And most importantly, have fun.
Beautifully said. Machu Picchu, here we come.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more to our deep dive. We'll be back in just a moment with the final part of our journey. Welcome back to our Machu Picchu adventure. We've covered so much ground,
We have.
from the history and culture of the Inca Empire
Yeah?
to practical tips for planning your trip
Yeah.
and navigating those culinary delights.
Yes. And we've even
We even conquered the Inca Trail,
conquered the Inca Trail.
explored the Sacred Valley,
Yes.
and soaked in those hot springs in Aguas Calientes.
Absolutely. It's been quite a journey.
It has been quite a journey. But, as we've been talking about all these incredible experiences,
Yeah.
I can't help but think about how to best capture those memories.
Yes. Machu Picchu is incredibly photogenic,
It is.
but it's also a place that evokes such strong emotions and a sense of wonder.
How do you capture that essence
Exactly.
in a photograph?
So any tips for taking those awe-inspiring photos that'll do this place justice?
Absolutely.
Huh.
First off, timing is everything.
Okay.
The early morning and late afternoon light tend to be the most flattering,
Yeah.
casting a warm glow over the ruins and creating those magical shadows
Right.
that add depth and texture to your
Oh,
photos.
at the golden hour. It's all about that soft, diffused light.
Exactly.
But beyond the timing, any composition tips?
Well, instead of just snapping photos from the usual tourist spots,
Yeah.
try to find unique angles and perspectives.
Okay.
Get low to the ground to emphasize the grandeur of those stone walls.
Yeah.
Or climb to a higher elevation for a panoramic view of the city and the surrounding mountains.
I love that it's about being creative, thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
What about capturing the essence of Machu Picchu?
Okay.
Not just the ruins themselves.
That's where storytelling comes in.
Okay.
Look for opportunities to capture the human element.
Right.
Hikers on the Inca Trail.
Locals going about their daily lives, or even just the emotions you're feeling
Yeah.
as you explore this incredible place.
You're right. It's those little details, those candid moments that really bring a place to life.
Exactly.
Any other photography tips to keep in mind?
Yes, don't be afraid to put your camera down and just experience the moment.
Oh, so true.
Sometimes the best memories are the ones we store in our hearts,
Yeah.
not on our phones.
So true. It's easy to get caught up in documenting everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to be present and savor the experience. That reminds me of a time I was so focused on getting the perfect photo of a sunset that I almost missed the actual sunset happening right before my eyes.
Wow.
It was a good reminder to just be present and let the beauty wash over me.
I think that's a valuable lesson,
Yeah.
especially in a place like Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
It's so much more than just a collection of ancient ruins.
Right.
It's a place that speaks to us on a deeper level,
Yeah.
inviting us to connect with history, with nature, and with ourselves.
Beautifully said. And as we wrap up this deep dive into the heart of the Inca Empire,
Yeah.
I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
What is it about Machu Picchu that captures the hearts and imaginations of people from all over the world?
I think it's the convergence of so many extraordinary elements.
Okay.
You have the historical significance,
Yeah.
a glimpse into a lost civilization, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience.
Right.
It's like stepping back in time, walking in the footsteps of the Incas,
Yeah.
and feeling the weight of their legacy.
Right. It's a tangible connection to the past.
Exactly. And then you have the natural beauty,
Right.
the dramatic mountain peaks, the lush cloud forests, the sense of being surrounded by something far greater than ourselves. It's almost spiritual, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. There's a certain energy there,
Yeah.
a palpable sense of wonder
Yeah.
that permeates the entire site.
And then there's the element of mystery.
Right.
Why was Machu Picchu abandoned? What secrets does it still hold? Those questions linger in the air, adding to the allure and intrigue.
Right.
It's a place that sparks our curiosity, invites us to explore,
Yeah.
and leaves us with a sense of wonder long after we've left.
I think you've hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
Machu Picchu is a place that transcends time and culture.
it does.
Speaking to something deep within us, it's a reminder of the power of human ingenuity, the beauty of the natural world, and the enduring mystery of the past.
And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our Machu Picchu deep dive.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah, from history.
From history and engineering marvels
to practical tips.
to practical tips and those captivating legends that add another layer of intrigue to this incredible place.
It's been an incredible journey, even if just a virtual one for now.
But hopefully this deep dive has inspired you to experience the magic of Machu Picchu for yourself.
So what are you waiting for? Start planning, start dreaming, and start packing. Machu Picchu awaits.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.